McKay here. So today we're going to be using our slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, to find the slope of certain lines, and then we're going to find the slope of lines that are perpendicular to the original, meaning having a negative reciprocal slope. Remember, negative reciprocal is just fancy math talk for flip it and change the sign. So let's get started. For today's problem, our goal is that we want to write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to the line y equals negative 3x plus 4 that also passes through the point 9, 5. So, if we're looking for a perpendicular line, that word should immediately spark that you're taking the negative reciprocal of the original line. So, in our original line, our slope is negative 3 over 1, even though the 1's invisible. To take the negative reciprocal of that, we'll add a negative sign, and we'll flip the negative 3 and the 1. We know a negative times a negative turns into a positive, so our negative reciprocal of the slope negative 3 is now equal to a positive 1/3. From here, we're going to write that in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. We want to know the perpendicular line that passes through 9, 5. So now I'm going to plug in 9 for x and 5 for y. One-third times 9 is 9/3, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. You want to do the inverse operation to solve for b, so we're going to subtract 3 on both sides. b is equal to 5 minus 3, which is 2. So let's put it all together. Y equals 1/3 x plus 2. We have our negative reciprocal slope from the original line, and we have our y-intercept, which we found from plugging in the point that we wanted our our perpendicular line to go through. Our second example is just like the first one. We want an equation. I'm going to cancel out standard form. I want an equation in y equal mx plus b slope-intercept form that is perpendicular to y equals 1/4 x plus 2 and passes through the point 0, 0. So first, let's take a look at the slope of our original line. The slope of our original line is 1/4. We want the negative reciprocal, so we flip it and add a negative sign. That's equal to negative 4 as our new slope for our perpendicular line. So let's write it. Y equals negative 4x plus b. If we want this line to pass through the slope, or through the point 0, 0, which is also called the origin, we're going to plug in 0 for y and 0 for x. Negative 4 times 0 is 0. So looks to me like here, b is just equal to 0. So that makes this one nice and easy. Our perpendicular line to our original line is y equals negative 4x plus 0, but we don't have to write the 0. So for this example, they give us 2 points that lie on line K. We want to know the slope of line M, which is perpendicular to line K. So our goal is to take the 2 points given, use the slope formula to find the slope of line K. If negative 7.50 is our first point, let's call it x1, y1. If 0.5 is our second point, we're calling it x2, y2. We're plugging it into the formula y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So our y2 is given by 5. Our y1 is 0. Our x2 is 0. And our x1 is negative 7.5. So we have to subtract a negative 7.5. Well, 5 minus 0 is 5. And 0 minus negative 7.5, chop chop, is positive 7.5. 5 divided by 7.5 simplifies to 2/3. So let's rewrite this. We know that the slope m of line K is equal to 2/3. So now, if we're trying to find the slope of line M, the slope of line M is the negative reciprocal of 2/3, meaning we flip it and we add a negative sign. So the 3 goes to the top, the 2 goes to the bottom, and we add a negative sign. The slope of our line M is negative 3/2. If you have any questions on this video or any of my other videos, you can send me a message on Instagram at Miss McKay Math. Have a good day.